What's up, everybody? I have not showered today, and my allergies are going absolutely berserk, so please pardon my appearance. But anyway, so this video is going to be me combining information from other sources and presenting it to you, and whatever other commentary. So at the very beginning of 2020, and this is something I've addressed on this channel before, but my channel has grown quite a bit since the last time I touched on this. At the very beginning of 2020, there was a woman, I don't think she has her channel up anymore. I think she gave up because she was so attacked, so heavily attacked. I just went and looked for her, and I don't see her, but I see other people's attacking videos of her. Anyway, her name was Laura Blade, and if you're against her or whatever, please don't blow up my email or my comments about her. We are to test everything and keep what is good, okay? And so I'm not talking about her, I'm talking about what she said, okay? There's a distinction. So at the very beginning of 2020, she gave a prophetic instruction to pay off your debt over the next 3 years. That means 2020, 2021, 2022. We are almost halfway through the third year of 2022 now. Oh, my allergies. Now, today, I just shared on my community page a video by Southern Prepper 1, and he was sharing what his subscribers had emailed in to him. Well, one of his subscribers said that they worked for a major investing bank or something or whatever, and that person said to eliminate all debt, and I forget exactly what he said, the guy said, but that something was going to happen in October. Okay? Now, a few weeks ago, I reached out and touched base and ended up having a phone call with this woman out in New Mexico. I don't know whether she's a prophetess or not, or if I do, I forget. And I'm not going to say her name because she's one of those people that is, just whatever. I'm not going to say her name, but she is prophetic, I'll just say that. And what she shared with me, if I sneeze, I apologize. What she shared with me is that she believes the Lord told her that there was going to be some kind of freeze. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. No matter what I take today, these allergies are just persisting. She believes that the Lord told her that there was going to be some kind of freeze regarding like what the government was doing, what the evil elite were doing, or whatever, but that freeze would be lifted or something along those lines around October. Okay, so I glean. Holy Spirit just has this way of like leading me to information and has me kind of put it together. And so I'm putting all this together. Now, in the video that I also, that same video that I shared on the community page, there was another person who supposedly was in the military and sharing that the military bases have received instruction about, you know, how there's going to be a lockdown again, etc. I've already kind of known that lockdown was probably going to happen again this summer, or at least this year. And what was my train of thought? Holy Spirit. Anyway, point is just obviously prepare, get your house in order, etc., etc. But I also want to touch on conservation, especially for us Americans. I mean, the only place I've been outside of the US is Puerto Rico and Jamaica, and so I don't know what it's like over in Europe or whatever, but like, for example, I'm here in this Airbnb right now, okay? Big house, multiple rooms, whatever. Well, today, somebody from the property management company came here and they were showing people the house because I guess the owner is trying to sell it or whatever, right? So I wait till after they leave, because I don't really like to mess with people. Like, if I actually, like, let you into my world, like, you're special, you know? I don't really like to deal with people, especially when they're not of like mind and whatever. And I haven't showered today, so I was waiting for them to leave. They left. And I go downstairs, and they left every single light on. Every single light on. And, you know, this is just something I've observed in lots of different places of just people just leave things running in terms of energy, electricity. Now, I grew up in a household, I had a Nephilim stepfather, and he would scold me and berate me and yada 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 over every little frickin' thing. And one of the things that he was big on was, if you're in a room and it's dark, yeah, put the light on so you're not straining your eyes. But when you're done, turn the light off. If you exit a room, turn the light off. There's no reason for the light to be on if you're not in the room. If you're not watching the TV, turn the TV off. And at this point, if you're really walking with Christ, in my opinion, you shouldn't even own a TV anymore. But whatever. But it's just amazing to me how people will run their electric bills up. That family that I went and stayed that one night with down in Alabama at the end of February, they had a big house. Same thing. They left the TV running. Like, they would leave the house to go somewhere. The TV would still be on. Like, and I brought that up or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, our electric bill is on a budget. Like, they average it out over the year." And I'm like, "Yeah, but the less you use, the lower you still pay every month. The lower that average will be." Like, just the common sense. Like, first of all, like, who wants to pay more than you have to, first of all, okay? But second of all, you know, this puts a pull on the grid, yada, 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 okay? Now, yeah, you could argue that they're going to crash the grid regardless anyway, blah, 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 whatever, but okay. But this is also just falling under the umbrella of just good stewardship, okay? Again, with your money, which is really God's money, okay? The less money you're paying for an electric bill is more money that can go somewhere else, right? Food, preps, whatever, okay? So I just thought I would address this. Let's be more cognizant. Let's be better stewards with the resources that we have, and, you know, whether that's the actual electricity itself or even just the money to pay the bill for the electricity, like, just amazing. You know, the less money that you spend on your electricity bills, the more money you could put towards paying off your debt. You know, and the sooner you pay off the debt, the less interest you pay on your debt. And, you know, to me, this is common sense. But it's just amazing to me how Americans are just so spoiled, so careless, so oblivious. Anyway, so this was just kind of a reminder. Pay off your debt. I mean, go to the Lord, obviously, okay? I shouldn't have to say that, but go and talk to the Lord about how you're stewarding your resources, how you're stewarding His money, about your debt. Ask Him what He wants you to pay off, because some stuff He may not want you to pay off. The last time I checked with God regarding my debt, He told me that He wanted me to pay off the 2 credit cards that I have. One's already closed anyway, and the other one is an automobile for when I have, like, emergencies with the car. He wants me to pay off those 2 credit card debt, and He gave me the revelation in 2020, because I was asking Him, Lord, why? Why should I bother to pay off the credit card debt? Like, because I understood that you want to pay off whatever tangible thing, like your house, your mortgage, your car, things like that, so that you own that thing outright. But, you know, but credit card debt is just debt, right? And so I was asking God about that in 2020, and what He said to me was, you know, you don't want to give anyone any opportunity to possibly take legal action against you to throw you in jail or whatever, you know, like you want to, I don't know how to put that, like stay off the radar of the court system and the judicial system and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when, and I'm not claiming that God told me what's going to happen when in terms of that kind of stuff, in terms of when, you know, no buy, no sell will happen and all that. But when that happens, when no buy, no sell happens, when it gets to the point where they get rid of the fiat money and it's all digital and you refuse to take the mark of the beast and all that and you still have outstanding debt, that's where that comes in. That's where they could possibly take action against you and throw you in jail or come after you for whatever, you know, whatever. So he told me to pay off my credit cards. And I asked him about my student loans, right? Because I walked out of my undergrad with like $24K, which is pretty good. But then my graduate school, that's when I went, that's when I got the rest of my student loan debt. And I believe the Lord told me thus far, the last time I checked with him, he said, don't concern yourself with that. Okay. So you pray. You ask the Lord what he wants you to do. But this is just kind of like a prompting for you for your prayer life to go and have a discussion with the Lord regarding your debt and regarding how you are stewarding the resources that he has blessed you with, okay? I think that covered everything. Yeah. And while we're talking about money and all that and everything, again, I'll just throw this in there. I do believe the Lord told me that at the end of this year, 2022, to close out, to delete, to get rid of my PayPal account, because in terms of anyone receiving donations, you don't know if the sender is going to put it under is going to categorize what they're sending you as a good or service, and you then now have to pay taxes on that with the new laws. And so he told me to close mine out at the end of this year. And I'm just sharing that with you. Again, go and ask him about it if that's relevant to you. But at the end of this year, I believe I will be closing out my PayPal account and only having Cash App and Zelle. And if he leads me to get Venmo, then at that point I'll do that. I don't have that now. But so just FYI. I think that was all I wanted to cover regarding just kind of finances. But yeah, in the past couple weeks, twice now, I've heard that something is going to happen in October. And I haven't checked the actual date of when Rosh Hashanah is this year, but I know it's usually around September-ish. So October is like right at the beginning of the Hebrew year, okay? So just throwing that out there. All right, I think that's it. I bless you all in the name of Yeshua the Christ of Nazareth.